like, I remember my mom would always be so worried for me, but I was so blind to that, and I was just having fun. Like, that summer camp is one of the best memories ever. Like, but yeah, basically I grew up in Wild Park, so there was a little daycare where that's where I first started. My mom put me in daycare because she's a single mother, and my grandma worked, she works. She honestly didn't really have a lot of time to take care of me, which obviously she had to work for me, and my dad didn't. No, I don't want to talk about my dad either, but pretty much I was in that daycare, I think when I was like 9, 10, 11. Like, girl, I was in Wild for a really, really long time. And then I switched over to the other side, which is free, but like, you still have camp advisors and like people that take care of you. Looking back at it now, some camp advisors were like 18, 19, making out in the auditorium with like 15, 14-year-olds. And I didn't realize it at the moment, but like, that was kind of weird. Anyways, but yeah, I had a blast in that summer camp. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a lot of fun. And that's probably one of my best memories. I still think about it to this day. I really did love that summer camp. Like, I would cry to go back every summer. That was like one of my best memories as a kid. Such a good time. And I was such a DS kid. Does the summer camp still run, or you don't know? I don't think it does. I really don't know. My grandma lives like literally right next to the summer camp, and I would like, the last time I went, I just went to like walk around and see what they changed in the park, and this was like 4 years ago. Damn, I haven't been in a long time. Or was it 3 years ago? And I kind of just sat in the football field and I was like reminiscing on the memories that I made there. But I don't know if it's still running. I feel like nowadays a lot of kids are like iPad kids. You should go back to the summer camp. I don't know. I feel like that's a little weird, no? Because what if it is still running and it's like just kids? Like, imagine me just walking in there. They're gonna be like, who the fuck is this and why the fuck is she in here? You know? You know, I was thinking, and I was like, if I ever had a job, because you were able to like, I don't know if they're volunteering for hours or something, but I really did look up to some of the like camp advisors. I feel like I would have been that. I feel like I should have done that. But live, love, love. Why don't I report them? Why you mean? What are you talking about? Girl, this happened when I was like 14. These people probably aren't even there. I don't know where they are. I was a child. How do I feel about Cuban men? You know what? I'm not really attracted to Cuban men. Except for like Pitbull. But I feel like Pitbull is just an ongoing joke. I don't find Pitbull attractive. I just like his vibe and I like his music. But if I was able to volunteer there, I would. But also the kids were ruthless. Like, shit. I've always been, anyone who has ever grown up with me would know, I have been to raves before. But I feel like I'm kind of like passing that time in my life where like the partying and the raves, like, don't get me wrong, I'll still go to one here and there, but it's like, I'm kind of over it. But what was I saying? Oh, I'm so down to volunteer and everything, but like, kids are ruthless. Even me as a kid growing up, I feel like I was always very, very quiet. That one little lash hanging on for its life. Me alone. Okay. But, I was always really quiet. Like, really quiet. But I also feel like it was for a good reason. Like, I think me being quiet saved me in a lot of situations. And it also, like, when you're quiet and you're to yourself, I feel like people feel more comfortable opening up to you. So like I would hear some crazy shit from other people when I was younger, and I'd be like, what the fuck? I am single. Go, what if you regret it? To a rave? The only rave I think I would be down to go to now, well, for one, Hard Summer was so much fun. I went last year, but I don't think I'll go this year. I want to go to EDC, at least one EDC, and I want to go to the one that's like in Europe. Wonderland, I think that's what it's called. What the fuck, I swear I blocked you. Oh, honey, no, you didn't, but I'll block you for me. I got you, Vanessa. Tomorrowland, there you go. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I kind of like, I'm waiting outside of the gym, but I don't want to go in yet. My top is from Aloe. Sweats are from Aloe. I'm gonna go watch a movie today. Do you watch Baddies? I watched the first 3 episodes, but then I went on a trip and I forgot about it. But I literally have I literally have like the network. I bought the network so I could specifically watch Baddies, but I just haven't watched it. Am I open to dating a Cuban American guy from Miami? Look, I don't discriminate, but I will say I don't think I'm attracted to Cuban men. I don't think I'm attracted to my own kind. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll fall in love with a Cuban. You never know. I don't think I have a type. But like maybe Middle Eastern men thing where Middle Eastern men can never marry a Latina. So it's like, I don't want to put myself through that. I mean, they usually marry within their culture, but it depends on the parents. Yeah, I'm not gonna put myself through that. Height preference? So I'm 6'8", so I would say I prefer maybe 7'1", 7'2". I'm Cuban and my mom says not to bring home a Cuban man. You see, I don't think Cuban men are the worst of the worst though. When it comes to Latin men, I heard, my mom always told me this growing up, not saying it's real, not saying it's true, but I heard Dominican men are cheaters. I'm not saying it's true. I've never been or dated a Dominican man, but like that's like something that people have said. My man is Dominican. I'm not saying it. My mom told me, and ever since my mom told me, that's always been in the back of my head. Like some Dominican men are like, you know, so attractive, and I think they're so funny, but I have heard that they're cheaters. Like all the women are here saying that Dominican men are crazy. How old am I? I'm 32. White men. You see, I feel like white men are kind. They're nice. But some of them are really, really nice. And I feel like some of them will really treat you right. But also some of them are like not good people. I don't know. It's like there's no really like, I don't want to like put people in a box. Like you don't really know. Everyone's different. We need us some Colombian men. Maluma's really attractive. I do think Colombian men are really attractive. They just got that swag to them. Like, let me think of a cute like Colombian celebrity. Like, dude, Carol. I feel like, okay, look. Honestly, Julie is Colombian. She's a bad bitch. I wish she took me with me to Colombia. I wish she took me to Colombia now that I'm thinking about it. But it was a family trip, so I understand. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, I would have came back with a WhatsApp too. But like, Julie and JP are Colombian. I get along with Colombians really, really well. I love me a good Colombian man or woman. I think they're all beautiful. you're falling off. I already did, and I'm not mad about it. Am I gonna go see Fade? I'm looking for someone to go with. I am, actually. I'm not Colombian, I'm Cuban. Mexican? I don't think I've ever been with a Mexican man. Yeah, no, I don't think I ever have. No? No? Almost threw up. Baby, te extraño. Que tu pa 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 pa. Mexican men find you attractive? I don't know. That's such a weird question to ask. I don't know. At the end of the day, men in general just sometimes piss me off a lot. It sucks that they take a long, like, I feel like if I do end up dating a man, he has to be older than me, just because I think I'm a little too mature for certain people, for certain men, boys. Like, boys do take a little longer too, naturally. Oh, do I find Mexican men attractive? I feel like I have seen some Mexican men that I found attractive before, but oh my god, why am I yawning so much? But I can't really think of one on the top of my head. I'm really trying to think. I know I find Puerto Ricans attractive. I think Bad Bunny's attractive. But Mexican, I'm trying to think, like, have I ever thought a Mexican man was attractive? I don't know. Raul Alejandro's Puerto Rican, right? But yeah, I love me a good Puerto Rican man. I love me Dominican men. I don't know, I'm scared of them. I feel like they're cheaters. Cuban, I don't know if I like my own kind. I'm not gonna lie. Like, not saying they're bad people, but it's like the little oiga hola say, like, I don't know. Colombian men, don't get me started about that. And yeah. But maybe at the end of the day, I will find a white man and he will treat me right. But I need to date someone that's like older, because I feel like I'm too mature for guys my age, if that makes sense. And men like naturally take more years for their brain to develop or whatever. I don't know, but I need an older man. Not too old to where they want me to pop babies and get married. I'm still too young. I'm literally 23 years old. I think, hold on, I'm thinking. I think like the perfect, maybe middle ground age for me, 26, 27. But even then, I feel like at 26 and 27, like, men are still immature. So I don't know. Like, this is why I'm not talking to any man. I can't. I do want kids when I'm like 28, 29. You know? 30, they want babies at that time. I don't want to pop babies at the age of 30. At the age of 23, like, I know I'm not ready. I have my daughter, Gibby. I think that's like the first step into motherhood, my kitty. But like, you gotta ease into it. I feel like there's so much I have to learn and experience before having a kid. Throwing me into that like right now, I don't think I would be the best mother. I feel like I'm still healing and like figuring things out. Yeah, Gibby is my child. Let me. You're glowing. Thank you. It's the sunscreen. It's this one. Yeah, a lot of people are coming for me for my boiling crab mukbang, which honestly, that's valid. I get it. But it is. What about Venezuelan men? I don't think I've ever. Maybe I have come across a Venezuelan.